Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's Dakota from Everyday Life. How is everybody doing? I am cold. Here in Pennsylvania last night, it was 8 degrees. 8. And my house is so drafty. But I'll survive. Well, today, I'm going to give you an update. I'm going to give you an update on JLO. I'm going to give you an update on TD Jakes, Drake, and Busby and Spiro, and a little bit about federal workers. Okay, well, this is Everyday Life, the channel where we talk about everything that happens in our lives today. Well, I woke up this morning to the news that, and it's not what you think, JLO is going to be called in a case to testify against a Grape. Not of Jay-Z, not of the 13-year-old victim, but a Grape from Diddy. So there's a $400 million lawsuit that took, and the Grape allegedly took place in 1997. And the accuser says that he's going to call JLO to the stand as a witness. I know she is shaking in her boots. So that is the story. She's not going to be with Jay-Z. She's going to be, not yet anyway. She's going to be testifying for a man as a witness for a Diddy Grape. That's the JLo story. And that's big. Okay, next is TD Cakes. I meant TD Jakes. God don't like ugly. See, I'm drinking from a cup. And the cup said, "Let all that you do be done in love." Corinthians 16:14. And that's how we should live our lives, right? So it's not TD Cakes. It's TD Jakes. Okay. At any rate, it's getting hot in here. Okay. TD Jakes is trying to sue YouTubers. He's trying to sue YouTubers claiming that they are spreading salacious lies about him and Diddy being in a relationship. TD Jakes. He's saying that AI videos, artificial intelligence, for those of you who don't know, AI videos is the carrier of the lies. And he wants to sue the people because he wants to clear his name. And he wants to expose the YouTubers who are spreading the lies. But this is the kicker. He can't find them right now because they're kind of hiding. Because, there's AI, there's no face. But the YouTubers are located in 4 countries: Pakistan, South Africa, the Philippines, and Kenya. So these are the YouTubers that TD Jakes need to go after. Okay? And the thing is, the rumors are saying that Diddy and TD Jakes was in a relationship. Now, these YouTubers, I don't know how they think they're going to hide, because if you're getting paid by YouTube, then they know your name. They know your social security number. They have to pay you through your bank account. So any lawyer, any forensic accountant can find out who a YouTuber is. The problem is with these third world countries, they may not have a lot of money, but they're not stupid. They know how to set up accounts so they can pick money up in strange people's names, and the cops can't stand outside and wait for you because they're in Pakistan or South Africa and we're here. TD Jakes is here in America, unless they hire investigators over there to find the people. I mean, I guess TD Jakes does have the money for it, but I don't know if he wants to do that. But that's the story with TD Jakes. He is going after YouTubers for saying that him and Diddy had a thing. So we'll see what's going to happen with TD Jakes. And next in the news, we have Drake. Drake. Drake is the man who cannot take an L. And it's his own fault. I don't think he lost. I mean, his music, the beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, Drake's music is fine. It's beautiful. But Kendrick Lamar's was just that much better for today, Drake. It's no reason to get all bent out of shape. I mean, I used to listen. I used to really, really like Drake, and I might be biased because I used to think before he started getting all these surgeries and start wearing the lace front wigs and all, I used to think he was just the most handsome kid and that he looked just like my son. So I had a soft spot in my heart for Drake. But now that he's looking like some kind of YouTube Ken doll and he's acting like he don't know how to take an L, and he's just all, doing stupid things all over the place, Drake just needs to go sit down. But Drake is Spotify. Drake wants to sue Spotify because he believes that AI intelligence boosts Kendrick Lamar's song Not Like Us. And we all know the song Not Like Us. Wop, 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 wop. I heard a newscaster giving the news, and he was talking about the temperature. Oh, it's going to be 60, 70, and wop, 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 wop. Then 80, wop, wop. I mean, everybody loved that song. Drake wants to sue Spotify because he's saying that they used artificial intelligence to boost Kendrick Lamar's song Not Like Us. So Drake decided to shake up the music industry and talk about a potential lawsuit. And Spotify, they put out a statement. They put out a statement in Variety magazine, and the statement read, "We have no economic incentive for using streams Not Like Us over Drake's song." So they're saying they have no economic incentive to push Kendrick Lamar's songs over Drake's songs. So basically, they're saying it wouldn't bring them any more money, so why would they do it? But they did say that the only software that they did use is something called Mercy, which was purchased for £500 to promote Kendrick Lamar's track. But everybody's probably saying, well, what is Mercy? It's some kind of software. And it's a visual software aid. So I guess if they were playing his songs, they could put his face or they could put his video. But don't they do that for everybody? Yeah, I think so. So that's all Spotify said they did. They did not boost Kendrick Lamar's song over Drake's songs. I mean, they were all good songs. So I don't see any reason why they would have to do that. Okay. So what everybody don't know is everybody thinks that Drake is suing UMG. But he's thinking about suing UMG. He hasn't done it yet. He's thinking about it. He's gathering information to see if it would be a viable lawsuit for him. Because Drake got $500 million 2 times in, the last few years. So he's negotiating his contract right now. So he's not actually suing. He's just trying to figure out if it would be viable for him to sue. So that is the Drake situation. Now, the story that everybody is interested in, that everybody wants to talk about, is Tony Busby and Spiro. Now, notice I didn't say Jay-Z and the 13-year-old victim, because it's all about Spiro and Busby. Who's the richest? Who's the most articulate? Who's the smartest? Who's the tallest? Who can put in more lawsuits? Who can look more professional? Who? It's not about Jay-Z and the Jane Doe, which is who it should be about. So these two guys need to take a step back because you're borderlining unprofessional. And you get paid too much money to be unprofessional. Okay, you need to think about this case. All right. Okay. Now, we need to stop thinking about the lawyers and we need to start thinking about the victims because the victims have suffered. I'm not saying that they're all telling the truth. I'm not saying that Jay-Z is guilty of graping this 13-year-old girl because personally, I don't know. It's just something in my heart that says that he might not be guilty of this, but other things may come out that he may be guilty for. That's just the way I feel. Okay. And Jay-Z's lawyers, they're asking the judge to dismiss the case based on Jane Doe's inconsistencies. She's telling a story, but she's getting some things wrong in the story, right? And it's funny because a couple of days ago, I was watching a video. I was watching a Tissa Tells video, and she was talking about a previous case. So I read the case. And then I did a little research, and what I found out is there's something called stare decisis, where lawyers can go back to previous cases to set the precedent of their current cases. And there's a case called Pelosi versus the Archdiocese. The Archdiocese is of Pennsylvania of somebody. The Pelosi versus the Archdiocese. And what it says was there was a 16-year-old boy who was raped, and they should have known about it, but they didn't. But the law said that because this boy had some kind of neurodivergencies, some kind of deficiencies, because the boy had neurodivergencies, it is reasonable. And he was a minor, So because he was a minor and because he had neurodivergencies, it is possible for him to get things mixed up in his head. But that's not to say that it didn't happen. And the irony is, after I did that video, after I watched Tessa Tell's video, and then I did a video on it, turns out Busby's been watching some of these YouTube videos because now he's using that case, from what I heard, verify that, from what I heard, he's using that Pelosi, I'm thinking of Nancy Pelosi, Peluso, I think it is, Peluso versus the Archdiocese, in his defense against Jay-Z to support Jane Doe, the 13-year-old. How about that? Told you, YouTube is better than the news. The news, no way, shape, or form would have jumped on that. No way. And I always said that Tony Busby had something up his sleeve because I believe that he's an upstanding, professional, really successful lawyer. And if he didn't have proof, I don't think he would have taken the case. I don't know. I just don't. So, that's the story for the celebrities and the lawyers. And the last story is about federal employees. And I don't know if you guys know this, but federal employees are the largest employers in the United States, larger than Walmart, larger than Amazon put together. They're the largest employers in the United States. And Donald Trump and the Vice President, Musk. Donald Trump and Musk put out a press conference, and they're saying that I think it was 30 days after Trump takes office, all federal employees are expected to come back to work 5 days a week. No more teleworking, which means working from home. No matter how productive it is, no matter how efficient it is, you have to come back into the office. And also, if you do not come back into the office, you will be dismissed. Whether you've been there 2 years or whether you've been there 36 years, you will be dismissed. And also, they're trying to reduce the workforce by 20%. So Trump and his cronies are trying to reduce the federal government's workforce by 20%. So if you look at the thing full circle and put 2 and 2 together, we all know how the government works. First thing you have to do is think about the end game. Okay, if working from home is more efficient, more effective, saves on electricity, blah, 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 then why would they want to change that? What's the end game? To reduce the workforce by 20%. So what's going to happen is a lot of people are just not going to come back to work. As people get older or they get used to one thing, or they might have children at home, or they might have parents they're caregiving for, and the telework works for them, they're not even going to be able to go back. I heard that some offices are tried to get their workers to come back. I forgot the name of the company. They had 800 employees, but when everybody came in, they didn't think. They only had 400 desks. So they had to send everybody home. They had to find a new building. But let's stay focused. The end game. The last thing I said was they're trying to reduce the workforce by 20%. So how do you think they're just not going to say, bye, you go, you go, you go. No, they always do things to put you in a position to move the way they want you to. So if they force your ass to come back and you don't want to and you'll quit, that's how they're going to start to reduce the workforce. Okay, so once they get everybody to come back in, say 10% of people retire or go away and find new jobs. Now they got another 10% to deal with. And now I want to see how they're going to get rid of them. So remember, I said that first. Okay, so that's the federal news. We can't just do Diddy and Jay-Z without talking about what's really going on in this world today that affects all of us. Okay, so this is Dakota. Everybody, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe because I am trying to grow this channel. I really love doing the YouTube videos, and I appreciate you guys watching. So please thumbs up, subscribe, support the best way you can, and I will thank you, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.